Hello, our most developed student. My name is Confident and welcome to the revision session. This is Mathematics N3, and if I look at this paper, it is one of the, as I'm doing this video, is the latest, it's the latest paper that has been written, and I just want to bring it for your preparation for your final exams, and just want to do a few questions with you so that you can get ready for your exams. One important part here I always emphasize is the rounding off. So they want us to leave the answers to 3 decimal places. So I'm going to go through question 1, 2, 3, and then 4, question 5, and then end with question number 6 out of 100 marks. So let's start with the first one. It's algebra. For the first questions, it's algebra. It says factorize each of the following as far as possible in prime factors. You know, they usually play around lots of algebra here. And simplify the answers. Then the first one is 3 marks. And then here they are saying if you have to factorize a squared, I think this was more standard here. You take out b here. What are you gonna have? You're gonna have ab minus 1, all right, and then plus m1 minus ab. You can see that these brackets are almost the same, so you say b ab minus 1. Now you just interchange the sign. From positive m is going to be negative m, so when you do that, it will be minus 1 plus ab. You see that? But you can write it with ab as the start, so that you just to save time, it will be ab minus 1. Are you getting that? So here you have the similarity. So you have got ab minus 1 and you have got b minus m. All right, so guys, just ahead, I just want to apologize for the background noise, as I just had to bring this video to you, and apologies in advance. So this is the answer that you get for the first one. Let us move on to the second one. The second one here says we need to, that is question 1.1.2. we need to factorize this. Okay, it's 4 marks. Let's look at it. It's x to the power of 4. Here you have got x to the power of 4 and then minus 2x cubed, right, minus 3x squared, okay, plus 4x plus 2. Okay, how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Okay, a bit trickier because you just have to factorize it. I mean, here if you look at it, how can you approach this? If you look at this one, x to the power of 4, it's 5 times, so there is no grouping here. Let's take the first 3 and see what it gives us. If we take the first 3 terms, and you can see here the highest power is 4, the smallest power is 2, so we can take x squared out, right? So what will it become? It will become x squared inside minus 2x minus 3. Okay, that makes a bit of sense. If we have that plus 4x plus 2, you can take out 2, and then you've got x, not x, actually it's 2x, because if you say 2 into 4, it's 2x plus 1. Alright, so that is what we have. So let's see what we can come up with here after factorizing the x squared. If we can factorize this like this. So we are looking for 2 numbers, the factor. So if you say x, we need a minus 2, so we can have a 3 and a 1. So here it will be minus 3 and then plus 1 plus 2x plus 1. See, so I factorize it, there is nothing common, and then it ends there. Alright, okay, this is one way. They usually bring such. Let's try another way. It's x to the power of 4 minus 2x to the power of 3. So this is one way you could have done it. Minus 3x squared plus 4x plus 2. See, the question here was saying we need to factorize as far as possible in prime factors. That's where they usually make it. This is prime factors to me, but it doesn't sound complete. Okay, let's do it. What else can we do? We can take it from here. Yes, we can take it from here, and then also take this one. So what we have here is x to the power of 3 as the bigger number. So x to the power 3 into x to the power of 4 is just x minus 2. That's what we have here. I think that this will be minus 2. And then we have got, now let's take out a negative outside so that it's easier for us to factorize. If we say minus, it will be 3x squared minus 4x minus 2. So that when we open this bracket, we come back to the original. Are you with me? So it will be equal to x cubed and then x minus 2. Let's see whether we can get something common here. When we factorize this, if you factorize, try to factorize this one. I don't think it's 3 times 2, 6. Factors of 6 is 6 and 1 and 2 times 3. So these are the factors of 6, and they will not give us a 4, those two factors. Even if we add them or subtract them, they will not give us a 4. So you cannot factorize this thing further. So it means it is complete here. It is complete here. Okay. Now it's just trying other one. Let's try another one. It's what are we having? We have got x squared, x to the power of 4, actually x to the power of 4 minus 2x to the power of 3 minus 3x squared. Unfortunately, it kind of forces you plus 4x plus 2. It kind of forces you to work. You know, the examiner has something in end. When they bring such questions, they have got their end in mind. So you have to try and see what were they trying to work it out. Can you reshuffle? We can maybe reshuffle. Okay, x to the power of 4. Wait, what can you reshuffle now? If you say x to the power of 4, and then we say minus 3x squared, okay, to the power of 2, and then after that there is a 2, 4 and nothing plus 2, because that can work. And then what is left outside is minus 2x to the power of 3 plus 4. Let's see that, what it gives us. Now if you look at this one, this is more of you can actually open bracket here straight away, and then you say, when you factorize, just like the normal factorization, this will be x squared, this will be x squared, so that when you multiply it, it's x to the power of 4. So you are looking for the factors actually of 2, which is 2 and 1, and then you want to get minus 3, which is negative and negative. Negative 2, negative 1. Yes, we can factorize that. And then we say minus 2 here, minus 2, and then what do we have? This was minus 2x cubed, minus 2. Okay, this was 4x. Let's just be careful there. It was 4x. So minus 2x. So I have got x squared minus what? X squared minus 2. Okay, there it is. That's what I think can work for us. There is x minus 2, x minus 2. I've been looking for that. So when you work on that, you factorize it out, which is x squared minus 2. Okay, so what is left inside? You left with this one, x squared minus 1, right? It's x squared minus 1 minus 2x. Right, getting that? But this x squared minus 1 yeah, it's like this, but it was in brackets. It's good when it was in brackets like this, right? But I think it's still the same. It's still the same. I'm tempted to do it like this, to say here, which is x squared minus 2, and then you got x squared, then you rearrange it, minus 2x minus 1. Alright, but this one here, if I make this one here, it was the difference of two squares, so I'm tempted here to come in this part and say, let me do that. It will be x squared minus 2, right? And then I've got here x minus 1, x plus 1, and then minus 2x. But I don't see any change here. Then I get minus 2x. And then I close. So into prime factors, yeah, either this answer could have been also done or that one. Oh, but this one, it looks more incomplete. This one looks more incomplete. So I will stretch these ones out. I'll go for this one. I'll go for this two. Either this one or this one. So that is that, guys. If you're solving it, I don't know, give me your thoughts. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Alright, let's move on to the next one because of time. Determine the value of p if f of x is equal to 6x cubed plus 4x squared plus px plus 3 gives a remainder of 10. You see, if this one, they are saying this thing, if this one gives a remainder of 10 if divided by that, the moment they give you now what it is divided by, they make it simpler. It is divided by what? 2x plus 1. You equate that to 0, so that you have got 2x is equal to minus 1, and therefore x you divide by 2 on both sides is minus 1 over 2. Alright, so that is the value of x. So when x is this, you'll get a remainder of 10. So in other ways, what they are saying here, you can even write this statement to say f of negative half is equal to 10. That's what they are telling us. If you put where there is x, you put negative half, you get 10. So now when we put this, when we write this equation, f of x now is equal to, and then what is it? It says 6x cubed plus 4x squared. 6x cubed plus 4x squared, and then what's the next one? Plus px plus 3. Okay, plus px plus 3. And now I'm saying, if you say f of negative half here, this is equal to 6, it's part of the working, negative half cubed plus 4 negative half squared plus p negative half, okay, plus 3. Are you with me? But also we know that this is equal to 10. Remember, f of that. But let's simplify this with the calculator first, so that we can get what it gives us, the numbers. So focus on the numbers, forget about the one with p. Are you with me? Forget about that. So let's focus on the numbers. First one is 6 bracket negative what? 1 over 2. It's cubed, right? Plus 4, and then it's negative 1 over 2, and then it's what? It's squared. Are you still there? Plus 3. I hope I'm doing it right. So there we go, 4 over 13. So what we get here is it 4 over 13? Is 13 over 4. It's 13 over 4, and then minus 1 over 2p. You see? So now I can actually put an arrow here and say, therefore 13 is equal to 10. You see that? Then I take what? This one on the other side here to join 10. So it will be minus a half. P is equal to what? I can straight away use a calculator. It's 10 minus 13 over 4. So it's 10 minus 13 over 4. I hope that I didn't miss out anything. 27 over 4. 27 over 4. And then from here, what do? Divide by negative half. Divide. Or you can just multiply. Let me not use a calculator here. I multiply by negative 2 over 1 times negative 2 over 1 on both sides. That goes, the negative goes. So I'm left with P. You can use a calculator where you divide. So 2 into 4, it's 2, which is negative 27 over 2. Alright, you can leave your answer like that. Or you can say P is equal to, you divide that into decimal place, which is 2 into 2, which is negative 1. 2 into 7 is 3,5, which is negative 13,5. You can do that. Now, do you want to test it? Yes, you can test it, whereby you put, where there is P, you put the value of P. So let's try that, which is the negative 27. It must give us a 10, like it said. So if you go to the original here to say 6, and then we say where you got your negative 1 over 2, and then it's what? It's cubed, right? And then plus 4, negative 1 over 2, and then it's what? It's squared. Apologies guys for the background noise. Unfortunately, as I said before, I needed to bring this to you. I hope it's not affecting you. Okay. And then negative 20, that's our P, negative 27 over 2, but our X is negative what? 1 over 2. See? That's it. Don't forget that. And then if we say plus 3, this must give us a 10. Where am I making an error? Okay, it's plus, I must put a plus here, plus negative that there. It must give us a 10. So that is that. So this, which means my value for P there is correct. Okay. So guys, it's just, the concept doesn't change. It's just a matter of you being careful there with your calculator, how you calculate this. All right. Let's erase that and look at the other one. I think the last one, 1.3, they made it 7 marks. Was it that bad? Okay, let's look into this. Why they made it 7 marks? You have got B squared plus 3b, and then plus 2b plus 2, all right, all over 2b squared. See, it's factorization here that they were trying to catch you on. All right, I've written this one. Let's throw it there, and then let's come back, and then it says what? Times, okay, times, and then we also got a division line here. What are we multiplying now? We're multiplying 4b squared minus 9. 4b squared minus 9. Some of the things you can recognize already. 9b plus 36. They were checking your factorization skills. Are we multiplying or dividing? It's multiplication, which is 1 minus 2b plus b squared, okay, over, okay, I'm writing it as it is, but I wanted to change it, but it's fine, 5b plus 3. I'm just going to jump a few steps here just to maintain this. I'm just going to jump a little bit of steps so that you can actually see what this is all about. Are you with me? But now look at this. When I'm working it out like this, you guys don't need to panic. Don't panic. The first part is recognize the few things that you see. If I factorize this one, can it give me a part of that bracket? You see, if I say b outside, b plus 3 plus 2, b plus 2, you see, different brackets, I'm not winning. is not the way to go. They didn't want me to do that. They didn't prepare it like that. Are you seeing that? So let's open up this bracket instead. Let's open it up and we can see if we can rearrange things. So what you have there is your b squared plus 3b plus 2b is 5b, right? And then plus what? Plus 4 all over 2b. Now let's see if we can factorize this one. Now if you factorize this one here, you see you're using the product sum. You need to be fast to use the product sum. The number you multiply this, you get -6, and then you add it, you get a +1. It can only be 2 and 3. So you have got your 2b, you have got your b. So you've got two numbers here, which is 3, right, and 2. Let's see whether it works. I don't like this way of factorization, but because of time, I just want to do that. If we do that and we do that, let's expand this thing. If you multiply this, you've got 2b squared. If you multiply this, you've got -4b. Then if you multiply this, you've got plus 3b. And then if you multiply this is minus, you see now, -6. But I needed -3. You see now. That's where I usually say I don't like this method. But let me use this other one. I know, let's avoid this one because it always makes me make errors. Okay, let me make it into factorization by grouping, which is 2b squared. I know my factors are still the same, plus 3b or 2b, just to maintain 2 and 2, is 2b minus 3b. No, it's not gonna be like that. The bigger number is positive, so it's minus 2b plus 3b. If you look at this, this is equal to b. This is b. I think that it's factorization by grouping. Check my product sum method, -3, and then times. So if you are lost here, please check my product sum method. I do a lot of factorization on this. Are you with me, guys? So that you can just familiarize yourself. This one here is a difference of 2 squares. I hope you saw that. This is 4b squared minus 9. 4 becomes 2 squared. This is 2 squared. This is 3 squared. So it's a difference of 2 squares, whereby we write 2b minus 3, and then we have got what? 2b plus 3. Alright, and then here we just factorize. 9 is common, which is b. 9 into 36 is 9, 18, 27, 36. 9 plus 4 multiplied by, you see, here it's just the same as this. We didn't need to do much. This is b squared minus 2b plus 1. We are factorizing this, so we can actually open brackets here on top because they didn't do much, and it's easier if you don't have a number. You see, here it's the challenge in the first one, whereby there is that 2, it becomes a challenge factorizing that even here. But when it's the coefficient is 1, when there is no number there, it becomes easier, because what you do, you just put your b, but still this concept is product sum. And then what are the factors of 1? 1 is 1 times 1. So I put a 1 and I put a 1. To get -2, it must be minus and minus. Okay, all over. Next one here, I'm going to use the grouping method also, which is 2b squared. Now I need two numbers. I multiply, I get 6. 2 times 3 is 6. I add, I get -5, which is what? Which is, I get -5, which is plus 6b, not plus 6b. It must be minus 6b because the bigger number is negative. So minus 6b plus b. You see, this will give me -5. Alright, or I've got another option, minus 3b minus 2b, and then minus 1. The question is, which one is which? Okay, let's start with the first one. If you factorize the first one, you have got 2b, you will have b minus 3, you see, but I can't get b minus 3 there, so that's the wrong one. So here I need to come in and understand that it can't be this. But to get minus 5, it's minus 3b minus 2b, and then there is what? Minus 3b minus 2b. Wait a minute, I think I'm losing out things here. What was it? Let me do it again. It was 2b squared. The first one I said minus 6b plus b plus 3. I think I lost it there. So if I factorize here on the first one, it's 2b, which is b minus 3. The challenge there is the negative. Then here I've got b plus 3. Okay, so still it's refusing to come out. Let's try this one here. Let's erase here. And then have, I said what? Minus 2b minus 3b. This is still a 5. Factorize the first one, it's 2b. What will I have? 2b, it's b minus 1. Minus 3, it's b minus 1. So this works. So I can stop there. So the factor was there. You see? You just have, it's factorization, guys, that they're catching on. Okay, looking at the top again, I can try to factorize this top one here like this. It's b and it's b. Factors of 4 and it all is positive. It's 2 and 2, it won't give me 5, but it's 4 and 1 will give me 5. Plus and plus. So you see the fact one, they tried to trick you was that b plus 2 there. Alright. So when you have done that, over what is common in the first one, it's what? It's 2b, which is b minus 1, plus 3, which is b minus 1. Are we together? So you can see here, if I factorize this, I don't need to go further and write many things. It will be b minus 1, 2b plus 3. So let me erase here. You can see it's b minus 1. Just remember, it's 2b plus 3. b minus 1, 2b plus 3. 2b plus 3. Then we can erase this 2b. I'm just saving time here. And then what about on the other one? Times, does it need doing? It was fine, which is 2b minus 3 and what? 2b plus 3 all over 9 and b plus 4. Alright, times b minus 1, okay, and b minus 1. And then we need to factorize this one. I think you saw it was 2b and b minus 1, and then minus 3 and b minus 1, because this was the 3 there, don't forget. So you can see I have got b minus 1 and 2b minus 3. So let me have this b minus 1 and 2b minus 3. b minus 1 and 2b minus 3. And then I need to take out this 2b here in the front. Guys, I'm just factorizing, avoiding to write. This is too long, so I'm avoiding to write a lot of things here. Okay, before we do this, we can cancel out stuff, right? So let's cancel out stuff. The first one, what is it that we can cancel? Do you see something? Yes, b plus 4, b plus 4. b minus 1, b minus 1. There is another b minus 1, b minus 1. And then 2b minus 3, 2b minus 3. 2b plus 3, 2b plus 3. And then only one is remaining on top, which is b plus 1. You see that? On top, we have got b plus 1. And then the bottom, we've got 9. So that is what it might lead up to. Sometimes it's simplified like that, which is b plus 1 over 9. Alright, now because of time, I'm not going to test it, but I will encourage you to test. You can test your answer here. It's called testing, just to see if I did it right, and then you give me a feedback. You can say let A, since we've got A and we just got B here. Okay, so it's fine. Let B, choose any number you want. Choose any number. You can say let b be equal to 5 or 11 or any number, 17. You choose any number. You take it here to the original. Where is the original? You take it to the original. You get the answer. So if you take to say, for example, b is equal to 17, you put it here, so it will give you a certain answer, and then you come here to the final answer also. You substitute, don't forget what is b. If you use one number, b is 17. So if the answers are matching, if the answer you get here is the answer you're going to get here, it means you have simplified correctly. Alright, so guys, that's how you get your 19 marks. I hope it was beneficial to you. We have come to the end of our lesson. Guys, remember to subscribe, and I'll be doing quite a lot of these videos as you prepare for your exam. So if you are subscribed, you tend to benefit much. Thank you.